As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown, good Lord, show me the way. Dear everybody, welcome my fellow good Americans. I'm Shannon Nestor, the shining star. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you, you lazy bastards. History of Demons, Devils, and Gods in American Music, Part 2. If it was not a psalm, 'tis was blasphemer. Most instruments were considered distracting from the psalms or anything that provoked too much debauchery or unseemly dancing. Other than the Injun cries of evil, a new form of musical defiance of the Christian God swept the young new nation during the 1630s through the 1790s, known as the Great Awakening. In general, the Great Awakening meant that living so strictly by the Bible wasn't the end-all be-all way of a good Christian life. You can have fun, be loud, dance, and enjoy music without offending God, becoming the age of reason, an actual phrase of the Enlightenment period. We have free will and don't need God to dictate our very souls to such levels of spiritual servitude. And such as John Locke preached his whole life, the father of liberalism, he dedicated all of these ideals. And for the extreme Christians that opposed such disgraces, only made the liberation movement stronger, and in turn deepening the revolt against England at the time. Talk about the power of music, no? The movement included reprising of hymns and rewriting of tunes behind the words, being louder and prouder and more instruments than ever for the young nation's new generation. Some say it was also a revival for the Christians to love worshiping God all over again, but in a modern way. The ones that thought such progress was an insult to God would berate, bitch, and cry about how evil the newfound music was. Sound familiar? The new generation was also made of blending immigrants with other Pale nations and their native instruments, such as the Celtic, Nordic peoples of the island areas in the west, Romanians, Germanics, Austrians, peoples of the deep mountain and forest areas, all having very, very long, ancient roots of spirituality. Sometimes this new music was not always in reflection of the Christian God, but of the ancient gods, with their hidden teachings of lullabies, mythical poems and songs, and others from fairy tales, you name it. Besides, who said the men paid attention to the silly little things women taught their young children? 'Twas useless to be present or care till puberty in those times. No one really left the home or fort except for men, soldiers, officiants, and their families, but even in traveling conditions, they were sheltered to all get out. So Mummy's little old teachings was the only thing going round and round in their young little minds. I'll end it there. Sláinte to American folk music and the American folks that made it. Slán.